Do you remember the Monopoly Man having a monocle? Or Pikachu's tail being black at the end? If you said yes, you've fallen victim to the Mandela Effect. These are memories shared by millions that never actually happened. It's a phenomenon that challenges our understanding of memory, reality, and even parallel universes. How can so many people vividly recall details that simply aren't true? Prepare to have your perception of history and pop culture completely upended. Get ready to question everything you thought you knew. Here are the top 10 Mandela Effect examples that will blow your mind. This is the very phenomenon that gave the effect its name, a truly unsettling case of collective false memory. Many people swear they remember Nelson Mandela dying in prison in the 1980s. They recall vivid details, including news reports and widespread mourning. The reality, however, is starkly different. Nelson Mandela was released from prison in 1990, going on to become the President of South Africa. He passed away peacefully in 2013, decades after the widely remembered prison death. This discrepancy left many questioning their own memories and the nature of shared reality. It's a powerful example of how deeply ingrained a false memory can become for a vast number of individuals. The sheer conviction behind these recollections is what makes this effect so profound. For generations, children and adults alike have cherished the adventures of the Berenstain Bears. But ask almost anyone how to spell the family's name, and you'll likely hear Berenstain with an E. It seems like such an obvious and common spelling. Yet, the actual spelling of the beloved book series has always been Berenstain with an A. This tiny, almost imperceptible difference shocks readers to this day. Many refuse to believe it, convinced that the spelling must have changed at some point. How could millions of people misremember such a fundamental detail about a popular children's franchise? It's a testament to how easily our brains can fill in perceived gaps, creating a consistent but incorrect memory. The Berenstain revelation often leaves people utterly bewildered. Rich Uncle Pennybags, the iconic mascot of the Monopoly game, is instantly recognizable. Many people vividly picture him with a distinguished monocle, adding to his wealthy old money persona. It just seems to fit his character perfectly. However, if you examine any official Monopoly game box or artwork, you'll find a surprising absence. The Monopoly Man has never worn a monocle. Not once in the game's long history has he sported that particular eyewear. Fans swear they can clearly picture him with it, a detail so ingrained it feels impossible to be wrong. This widespread false memory highlights how our minds can create details that enhance a character's perceived identity. It's a classic example of the Mandela Effect at play. Pikachu, the adorable electric-type Pokemon, is one of the most recognizable characters in pop culture. Many Pokemon fans, especially those who grew up with the original series, distinctly recall Pikachu's tail having a black tip. It was a small but memorable detail. But here's the electrifying truth. Pikachu's tail has always been solid yellow. There has never been a black tip at the end of his iconic lightning bolt-shaped tail. This fact often leaves fans utterly stunned and questioning their entire childhood. The conviction behind this false memory is incredibly strong, with many able to describe the black tip in detail. It makes you wonder how such a specific yet incorrect visual detail became so widely accepted. Our brains sometimes add flair where none exists. This line from Star Wars: "The Empire Strikes Back" is arguably one of the most famous movie quotes of all time. It's etched into cinematic history, and countless people remember Darth Vader dramatically declaring, "Luke, I am your father." It's a moment of pure shock and revelation. Yet, if you re-watch the scene, you'll find that's not what Darth Vader says at all. The actual line is, "No, I am your father." The omission of Luke is a small change, but it completely alters the remembered quote. Millions misquote this iconic line, demonstrating how easily a slight alteration can become the dominant memory. It's a powerful example of how collective memory can subtly rewrite even the most pivotal moments in pop culture. The impact of this revelation is often profound. Curious George, the mischievous monkey from beloved children's books and cartoons, is known for his endless curiosity and adventures. Many people, especially those who grew up reading his stories, distinctly recall him having a long, prehensile tail. It just seems natural for a monkey. However, the surprising reality is that Curious George has never had a tail. Not in any of the original books, nor in any of the animated adaptations. He is consistently depicted as a monkey without a tail. This fact often bewilders fans, who can vividly picture George swinging through trees using his tail. It's a prime example of how our brains can apply logical assumptions to a character, even if those assumptions are factually incorrect. The absence of a tail is a truly curious detail. The fruit of the Loom logo is instantly recognizable, featuring a vibrant cluster of fruit. For decades, countless people have sworn that the logo included a cornucopia or horn of plenty behind the fruit. It felt like an integral part of the classic design. Yet, if you look at any official fruit of the Loom logo from any era, you will find no cornucopia. The logo has always consisted solely of the fruit itself, without any additional elements. This revelation often leaves people utterly dumbfounded. The conviction that the cornucopia existed is incredibly strong, with many able to describe its shape and placement. It's a powerful illustration of how our minds can invent details to complete a perceived image. This logo mystery remains one of the most talked about Mandela effects. The Space Shuttle Challenger disaster was a tragic event that shocked the world. Many people distinctly remember the Challenger exploding in 1984, a vivid and painful memory for those who witnessed it. The date feels firmly fixed in their minds. However, the Challenger space shuttle actually exploded on January 28, 1986. This 2-year shift in memory is shared across thousands of individuals. It's a strange and unsettling discrepancy concerning a major historical event. How can so many people misremember such a significant date with such conviction? This particular Mandela effect highlights the fragility of our collective memory, even for events that left a deep emotional impact. It makes you wonder what other historical details might be subtly altered in our minds. The Evil Queen's iconic line from Disney's Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs is universally remembered as "Mirror, mirror on the wall." It's a phrase that has permeated pop culture and is instantly recognizable. It's the quintessential fairy tale quote. But if you watch the classic Disney film, you'll hear something different. The actual line spoken by the Evil Queen is, "Magic mirror on the wall." The word magic replaces mirror, a subtle but significant change that millions misremember. This small alteration has become one of the most famous examples of the Mandela effect. It demonstrates how easily a slightly more poetic or common phrasing can overwrite the original in our collective consciousness. The power of popular memory can be truly astonishing. This is perhaps the most mind-blowing Mandela effect of all. Countless people vividly recall a 1990s movie called Shazam, starring comedian Sinbad as a genie. They can describe entire scenes, plot points, and even the movie poster. The memories are incredibly detailed and specific. The problem? That movie doesn't exist. Sinbad himself has repeatedly denied ever making such a film. There is no record, no footage, no official release of a movie called Shazam starring him as a genie. It is a complete fabrication of collective memory. Yet, thousands of fans can describe this non-existent film with absolute certainty, often confusing it with the actual movie Shazam, starring Shaquille O'Neal. This phenomenon truly pushes the boundaries of what we understand about shared false memories. It makes you question the very fabric of reality. From fake movie memories to logos that never existed, the Mandela effect proves our brains can trick us in mysterious ways. Which one blew your mind the most? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more strange history and mysteries every week.